No.
What about the legs?
No.
Nothing. Any weakness in the legs?
No. So I know that right foot is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Going into surgery, it's fine.
Lift it up for me.
Nothing. If something is wrong with it afterwards.
And like sometimes, yeah, after surgery things can get a little irritated. So, I mean, we hope that's not the case. But sometimes it can get irritated just from the blood and surgery and kind of pushing around the nearby areas. So I don't want you to be too alarmed if you see that, but that you should get to that. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
When can these come off?
I'll take them off in surgery. So that's our little GPS navigation system. So as soon as we register, you'll be totally asleep. Once you get in, anesthesia will put you to sleep. We're going to position you in the best position for surgery. Once we register the GPS, all those stickers will come off. I'll make sure they all come off.
Okay. So can somebody let the
say that Lori Rom, who played Phoebe in the beginning, or for the presentation, was really great. Mm-hmm. She was a great actress. And, Lori and Alyssa are very, very, very different people. So Lori's performance was different than Alyssa's. Lori was a lot like Holly and I in the sense of very grounded in drama. Mm-hmm. And that's, it was, the presentation was much more serious and it was way darker, which was my style, right? So I loved the presentation. I thought like everybody was great. But when Alyssa came in, it provided like a levity that I think the show ended up needing. And she came in and she did a great job. And yeah, just brought like a slightly different flavor to the show. And to be honest, like when I watched it, I was like, God, they accept that they're witches so easily. Like, especially Phoebe, she's like, oh, I'm a witch. I'm like, who thinks like that? Like that part sort of threw me off.
That part was a little rushed.
And I was like, it could never have worked with Lori because she was so grounded and so serious that it would have felt fake. But with Alyssa, you were like, of course she believes she's a witch immediately,
Like, it totally played her personality, that bubbly kind of like trying to figure like, oh, now there's purpose. Like like
she's searching for her purpose anyway. And this gives it to her. To grow up loving someone to that degree and then have them be so sick impacted me in a lot of ways that I didn't realize until I was a lot older. I think watching him go in and out of the hospital and the fear that I constantly felt of is this going to be the last time I see him? Is he going to die? Is he not going to come out of the hospital? It definitely brought up feelings of abandonment, but it wasn't like that he was doing that to me. It was more that I was projecting that onto myself because I was so scared that the most important man in my life was not going to be there, that there was parts of me that sort of shut down.
I welcome you back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So right about now, we are looking at some of the last moments, the journey which Shannen Doherty actually took before she passed on through her health complications, But of course, before she passed on, she appeared like to have made peace with the longtime frenemy. I will call her a friend and of course an enemy, that is Alyssa Milano, before actually she passed on, as she doled out surprising praise for the actress in her final days. The actress recorded an episode with House of Halliwell, like you've heard in a voice note I've given you in one of the clips on there. on the screen, and of course she appeared to have been charmed, and of course the praises were really surprising. And this is, by the way, a recording that was released on July 14th. You can check it out, the day actually Shannen passed away. During the episode, Shannen reflected on actress Lori Rom originally playing Phoebe Halliwell in the unaired charmed pilot, with the role later going to Alyssa. Despite their decades of long battle feuds, Shannen had to give in a couple of praises to longtime frenemy Alyssa for bringing such much needed levity to the supernatural drama. You should, by the way, look forward to watching this drama. As Shannen put it, she liked Lori's performance as it was really very matching much needed levity to the supernatural drama. And of course it surprised so many because Shannen wasn't a person who actually could come out and give praises to Alyssa. Of course, even after the death, Alyssa came out and gave praises and of course respects to Shannen Doherty, saying that she really respected her huge talent, and of course prayed for the family, friends and all the fans. In this moment in time, we are still sending our deepest messages of condolences and messages of sympathies to Shannen Doherty's family, friends and fans.